Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. Life is fragile. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, so give it everything you've got. As long as you can use your hands, the world is your oyster. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. Some people could look at a mud puddle and see an ocean with ships. Tomorrow hopes we have learned something from yesterday. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. If their forces are substantial, prepare for them. If their forces are strong, avoid them. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Therefore, the good fighter will be terrible in his onset and prompt in his decision. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. Only he who has no use for the empire is fit to be entrusted with it. Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. We should forgive our enemies, but not before they are hanged. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. The only thing that can grow is the thing you give energy to. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. Don't fast forward through life. You'll miss all the good stuff along the way. Distance sometimes lets you know who is worth keeping and who is worth letting go. Take care of your body. Remember, health is another form of wealth. Thinking something does not make it true. Wanting something does not make it real. The only source of knowledge is experience. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. Someone else's progress doesn't make yours any less. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. All paths are present, always, and we can but choose among them. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. If your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about. A battering ram can knock down a city wall, but it cannot stop a hole. Different things have different uses. The way is to man as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. The superior man thinks always of virtue, the common man thinks of comfort. People wealth consists upon their freedom, individual resources, and good social life. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. Life is all about becoming a better version of yourself. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. I always felt like you had to be important to have enemies. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. Cherish that which is in you, and shut out that which is without, for much knowledge is a curse. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. We reveal most about ourselves when we speak about others. Do what is right, not what is easy, nor what is popular. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it. That is all. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. I have given my word that only death will take me from you. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. Two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I am not sure about the universe. Being true to yourself is the greatest force to uncover the soul. If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. The surest way to make your dreams come true is to live them. Most often, you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. Sometimes the grass is greener. Sometimes it is sick. If we will be quiet and ready enough, we shall find compensation in every disappointment. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. Men don't need linguistic talent. They just need courage and words. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. Speak to me. I will spend my lifetime trying to understand you. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling the truth. I know it isn't fashionable. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. Fear is the polio of the soul, which prevents our walking by faith. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still.